Well, everyone, the Samsung Galaxy S26 has just officially came out, so let me go and show you a quick breakdown on exactly how to use this particular phone. Now, luckily for you, it's a very basic phone to use. There's not anything super crazy to kind of keep in mind here, but it is a very beautiful phone, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use all the ins and outs of this device. Now, number one, on the exterior, you are getting a very beautiful display on the front side. It's a very good display at that as well, so it's going to be giving you fairly high brightness, fairly high resolution for the most part, and it's a bigger display, 6.3 inches, comparatively to the last couple of years, which is really nice. On the left side, it's completely flat, so there's not really anything that you're really doing on the left side of this phone. On the top portion, not much going on, just your microphones. On the bottom, you have your USB Type-C port, which is right over here. You have a little speaker grill, and then you have your microphone and a SIM card eject area. So you can go through, insert that little pinhole right here to take out that SIM card and SD card, just the SIM card actually. And that is something that's really nice that you still have the capability here. No SD card, inside of the Galaxy S26. On the right side, you do have your power button as well as your volume up and down. So you still have your volume up and down buttons right here, and you have your power button on the other side of this particular phone, which is really nice. On the back side, you do have your triple camera setup, which again is very, very nice to have. I love having a triple camera setup, and you are basically going to be getting that here inside of this type of device, which is again something that's really awesome. And you still have your flash. You have wireless charging and reverse wireless charging right on the back side here, which is still very, very good. And that is kind of all you really have on the outside. So to turn on your phone, you have a couple of different things. One, you can basically use the power button on the side to power up your phone. So you hold down the side button right here to power up your device, and that is kind of the first starting point. Or you can also just go through and essentially double tap on the front side if you want to. And you can also basically turn on your phone that way as well. Now, when you are going through and looking on the lock screen or the home screen, you can go through and you can see different types of notifications that you might have on the front. So you can go through, see all sorts of different notification things going on the front side. You can also go through and hold down on your lock screen, your home screen, just like this. And then you can get into a little editing panel. So if you want, you can go through and tap onto these sides here, and you can go and customize your lock screen. You have a lot of different ways you can kind of go through and customize this. You can customize battery, camera, reminders, weather. You can customize all sorts of things right here. And even under here, you can customize the tabs and the icons that you have on the bottom. So you can change the option you have in the bottom left. Same thing with the bottom right. If you want to change this to a flashlight, you can do that. If you want to change this to some other thing, you can do that there as well. So you have a lot of customizing you can do. Even with the actual icons themselves, you can customize these. You can make this, bigger or smaller, more transparent, less transparent. It's completely up to you depending on what you want to do. So that is something that's really cool that you have the option of kind of doing there. From here, you can click on done. And then what you can do is you can swipe up and you can come right inside of your home screen. So the previous screen was the lock screen. This is basically the home screen. So the home screen also has a lot of really cool information in here as well. So within the home screen, you'll basically have your icons at the very top, your status bar, your battery icon, everything like that. Your home screen is basically comprised of home icons, app icons, and widgets. So here we have these things called widgets. So they're basically like big icons like that. You also have a little search bar up here, and you also have your app icons. Now, these are app icons at the bottom. So you can always click on them and they'll open up into an application. You can also move them around if you want. You can hold down on an application like this, and you can go through and move it around whichever way you want to. So you can move it up here, you can move it down here, you can move it right over into this page. So you have the option of kind of maneuvering around and really changing out a lot of these things. Now you can also go and basically swipe up from the bottom if you want to, and you can see all these other types of pages that basically come up right over here. So what you can do is you can go through and you can basically, see all these other apps that basically come up here. You can see right here we have all these other applications. So this is called your app library. So you will have two different home screens. You will have your app library and you will have this normal page as well. If you swipe all the way to the left here, you'll basically see this page full of all different types of informations and things. Most people probably won't even come here, but you do have the option of kind of maneuvering around pages. Now at the very, very bottom, you'll have this little status bar, or your navigation bar. Now, if you're inside of an application and you want to come back home, you can always tap onto the home button right here, or you can swipe up and it'll basically take you to the same page. Same thing with these other pages. So you just come home if you just tap on the home button. You can also go through and tap on these three lines right over here, and this will also take you into your Recents tab. This will show you all the recent applications you have inside of your particular phone. And from here, you can close out of an application, you can swipe out of an app. So you can kind of go through and close out of all those applications and kind of maneuver around different things like that. And that is another very important thing that you can kind of do there as well. Now you also have this back button. So if you want to, you can go inside of an app, go inside of another app, and then you can click on the back button right there, and then it'll take you back. So it's the same exact thing here. You can go here, you can tap back, and then that's another interesting thing that you can kind of do. So if you tap back enough, it'll take you back into your home screen like this. Now at the very top, you have a few different tabs up here and different pages up here as well. So number one, if you swipe down from the top left, it'll basically take you into your notification drawer. So this page will just house a bunch of different, notifications and different tabs and different things like that you might have. So you can go through here and you can swipe through and you can clear out different types of, things that you might have. So you can open up a notification by going into here, or you can close out of a notification by closing out that way as well. You can also go through and you can swipe down from the top right like this, and you will get into your control panel. So here you can see all the sorts of different little things that you might have, like little tabs and settings that you can kind of maneuver around and adjust. So right here you can go through, turn on or off Wi-Fi, turn on or off Bluetooth. You can swipe down right here, you can adjust this panel right here. Under screen recorder, you can readjust these things right here. You can increase or decrease brightness, increase or decrease sound. You have a lot of different things right here that you can kind of maneuver around. And that is another really cool thing that you can kind of do here as well. Now, on top of that, another thing you might want to try doing here too is you might want to just see if you can basically, get used to the button layout of your phone. So if you can, on the side button right here, you basically have the ability of holding it down and getting basically into like a Gemini screen. So if you hold down on this side button where the power button aka used to be, you can hold it down and get into that Gemini prompt. You can also hold down both the volume down button and the power button to basically get into a power off panel. So if you hold down both the power down button, or what used to be the power down button, and the volume down button, that will allow you to basically power down your phone. And if you just tap onto volume down and power button, it'll basically take you into a little screenshot panel. And finally, another really cool thing is under our settings application. So swipe up and find the settings application, which is right over here. Then what you're going to want to do is you just want to go and kind of get used to jumping right inside of the settings app. So inside of this panel, there's going to be lots of little tiny information. So under Galaxy AI, display, wallpaper and style, security and privacy, all sorts of other things kind of going on throughout. Now what I'd recommend doing here is under software update. If you click on software update, what I would recommend doing is to just tap on the check for updates panel that shows up right here. And I would probably recommend just checking to see if there's any updates available for your phone. Chances are there might be some updates available, and all you're going to have to do here is to see if you have an update available for your Galaxy S26. If you do, I'd probably recommend just updating your device that way, and that will probably hopefully end up fixing the problem for you in your particular situation. So that is a high level how to use your Galaxy S26. It's a beautiful phone, has lots of really cool features, but that is basically how you use this particular device. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.